calendar. Folks, don't forget to come out to the campus calendar day. What better way to pass the year than with pictures of your favorite mascots, the Eagles and the Wizards. The National Basketball Association and your Washington Wizards are committed to a safe and enjoyable sports experience. We therefore ask you to refrain from any disruptive behavior, such as fighting, throwing objects, attempting to enter the court or interrupt play, or using improper language or gestures. Spectators engaging in such behavior are subject to ejection and possible arrest. Please report any violations of these rules to the nearest usher, security guard, or arena staff member.
And fans, don't forget to come back for the upcoming foul day. All attendees will receive complimentary Wizards golf balls.
Our upcoming giveaway day is one you won't want to miss.
Game 1 of the NBA Finals. The Wizards showed a scintillating display of teamwork to become conference champions in only 5 games. Now, only one adversary remains as they prepare to wage the ultimate battle against the Mavericks. The pinnacle of the postseason, the NBA Finals, is here.
Basketball's biggest stage, the NBA Finals. It begins here, and 2K Sports is happy to bring it to you. With Doris Burke and Greg Anthony, I'm Kevin Harlan. We'll be joined by Allie LaForce on the sidelines. Now, a look at Dallas's starting lineup. In its small and power forward, it'll be Flagg and Davis. Johnson is out there with Hardy, and it's Lively in its center. And for the Wizards, they've got MP. Keyshawn George is out there with Alexander Song. And it's Durant, and it's Lillard in at the point. Look at the Mavericks. This is it, their whole season, all their effort, all their energy to get them here, the final.
And I'm sure the feeling in their locker room was different today. That finals atmosphere is unlike anything else. This is what it's all about.
And to the sideline now for a report on MP's career milestone.
We all saw him take the next step in the career three-point leaderboard, moving into 4th all-time. He said, quote, "It's crazy to see the numbers of guys around me. It's crazier to think that I am right there with them." We're all in awe of the numbers that he's put up, guys.
We sure are, thanks. And we've all been following his record-breaking career for many seasons now. We go to the sideline now to hear more on MP.
Well, guys, he continues his march up three-point leaderboards, now sitting 5th all-time after that game. He said to be in the top 5 in threes still boggles my mind. I know I have a lot of shots left in me, and I'll see how high up I can end. I know we'll all be curious where he ends up, too.
Truly one of the greats. Thanks.
And for him to shoot from that distance is a bit of a head scratcher.
I think as a player, you have to know your strengths and play to them, and that is not within his range.
Now, here's Hardy. Pass to Johnson. Again, the miss by the Mavericks. And stolen by Flagg. Inside. Johnson can't get it to go.
Yeah, trying to get going here, but that's an offer for the first 5 here to start the game.
Nowitzki outside. That one good for 2.
And that's how you execute in the open floor. Great job by MP to get to his spot.
Now here's Hardy. He's guarded closely. And a wide open look for Flagg. Makes no mistake on the open jump shot.
Really well done there. Just confident and composed, never in a hurry.
The drive by Nowitzki.
This is what they love about this young guy. MP puts a ton of pressure on your defense, and he's just getting out of the gates, folks.
First trip to the free throw line for him in this one. Free throw good, MP.
And the big question for MP is going to be work ethic. Because if he can put in the sweat, there's no reason he can't be a star in this league.
The Mavericks have gotten only 1 of 6 shots to drop for them to start this game. Pass to Lively. Here's Harden from deep. The shot goes in. First shot, first basket.
And that's exactly what he's looking for, draining the triple.
Here's Nowitzki. Good. Great play by Lillard to set it up. MP's got his second bucket tonight.
Well, being able to finish through contact essential for MP. No one's going to make it easy on the interior.
Pass to Flag. Another 3 for Dallas.
And I like to see this. They're calling his number early, and he's delivering.
They know that if this guy goes off, their chances of winning rise exponentially.
A three-pointer is right on target. 9 points for Nowitzki.
Coming right back. MP with a huge 3.
Davis in the corner. Back to Lively. And stolen by Song. Nowitzki with it. And it's Johnson picking him up. And time now to go courtside with Allie LaForce for a report on MP.
I had a chance to chat with NP about comparisons to Hakeem's Rockets of the mid-1990s. He told me any team that repeats a championship is something to study, and that he admires the sheer will that Drexler and Olajuwon put on nightly, and how the role players were always ready to step up in key moments. You definitely see that influence on this team's approach, guys.
Yeah, thanks. That willpower really sets championship teams apart. And the first one at the line is good.
And what I love about MP, his work ethic. He's someone that wants to keep getting better and better.
Mavericks trail by 5. Outside, Davis. Dallas moving it around. Lively is screen on Durant. Flag. Dallas no good that time either.
Pressured that shot by getting a hand up just as good as a block.
And he did it without fouling, and that's become an art, changing shots without making contact.
The Mavericks shooting their first foul shot of the night. That one misses. Mavericks trail by 5. Johnson surveying the floor. Lays it up off the glass.
Yeah, when you attack in the painted area, good things tend to happen.
And it's Lillard with the ball. He brings it up for the Wizards. This team has been cruising through these playoffs. Just one loss so far.
Yeah, they've ripped through the postseason thus far, arguably playing their best basketball of the season. That's what you want this time of year. You know, we talk about it all the time, guys. Those second chance buckets, always the result of that extra effort.
Lillard, the pass to MP, and it's good. Assisting on the play was Lillard. Lillard's got his 3rd assist on the night. Maverick shooting in this first quarter around 38%. They're looking a bit freaky out there. Shoots. Again, the Mavericks score. For Washington, they've gone 5 of 7 today so far. Nice shooting to get this game underway. Pass to Lillard. Nowitzki bounce pass to the paint. The Mavericks pull it in.
That's a surprise. I mean, really out of character for him to miss when the defense is not right up on it.
Davis gets a wide open look. Good on the three-point shot. Davis has got 5.
And over the course of his career, Davis has become a much better shooter.
Washington trailing. High post, Nowitzki. Johnson on him. MP finds George. Nowitzki for 3. That's another one for him. His 5th in just 7 shots.
Boy, bringing tremendous energy right now, and his teammates are absolutely feeding off him.
Here's Hardy. Kicks it out to Johnson. Over George. The Mavericks rebound. George against Davis. Shot clock at 6. Over George. Davis with the bucket. He's got 7.
And how about the touch on that mid-range? Davis has that shot on automatic.
Here's MP. Johnson with the defensive effort. And here's Hardy. Pass the flag. They set the pick. There's the 3. And he's good on the 3 ball. And the Mavericks lead by 4.
You can't just stop when there's a pick set up. Gotta fight over it as a defender.
You know exactly what that takes. It takes energy, it takes activity, it takes intensity.
And Brian Keefe wants a timeout. Looking for a breather and maybe adjusting a thing or two. And Washington going with a whole new group here. And a new group getting ready for Dallas. Daniel Gafford's checked in for Jarek Lively. Najee Marshall comes in for Flag. Making some changes. Corey Kispert's checked in for Joseph. And Nowitzki's subbed in for Johnson. And Dallas also making a switch. Martin's checked in. That one drops. He ties it up.
He's just one of those veterans you can count on from the line. Harris really makes an impact from the stripe.
Pass to Boston. Tries the spin move. Now Marshall. Hasn't made one yet. Shoots over Johnson. Marshall can't hit.
Well, that's surprising. This guy is a good mid-range shooter, just can't get it to go.
Nowitzki kicks to Johnson. Sweet little floater.
The floater is a tougher shot than it looks, but boy, he makes it look effortless.
Dallas with the ball. Trailing by 2. Often the pass to Christie. Over Nowitzki. Christie can't make it.
That's not a bad shot, but this isn't really his shot.
And MP throws it down.
That's a young, creative mind right there. MP doing work.
Martin with it. They need this. Doesn't go that time. MP has been leading the charge for the Washington Wizards. They kept going to him again and again, and he delivered with a monster quarter. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back. And we're ready to get back into the action here in Game 1. Let's see what this quarter has in store for us. And guys, let's get your take on the scoring breakdown for Washington.
Straight away, they've opened things up offensively with skillful passing, running smart plays, and just setting guys up for success.
And they've also shown dominance in the paint so far tonight, really putting the work in down low.
Kispert is out there with Johnson. Then it's Nowitzki. Then there's Carlton Carrington. And it's Harris in at the center, filling out the middle. That's the group on the floor right now for Washington. Here's Davis, and it's Davis with the jam.
And phenomenal movement in that pick and roll. Davis has a sense for where to move after setting that screen.
Count that one. Nowitzki's got the lead up to 6 now for Washington.
Boy, this guy making the most of his chances here, really giving his team a lift.
Pass to Christie. No goes up and lays it nice and easy.
Yeah, there it is again. On a lot of their possessions this first half, they've established great inside position.
Here's MP. Oh, MP makes it look easy.
That's the 10th straight point they've given up in the paint.
Mavericks trailed by 6. Pass to Gafford. And now approaching 2 minutes of action here in the second quarter. Dallas moving it around. Davis with a screen on Johnson. 3, Marshall. Rebound by Kispert.
I'd love to see them impose themselves a little more on the backboard. That's a great way to find confidence. Always a surefire way to get back in the game.
Pass to Carrington. Back to Nowitzki. The 3 is pure from MP.
It's first triple of the second quarter, third of the game.
And so now a timeout called by Jason Kidd. He's going to have a discussion on the sideline.
And no doubt, Coach wants them to shore up their interior defense.
I think right now they're giving up way too many easy looks. That is a recipe for disaster.
Let's take this chance now to show you the list of the postseason scoring leaders. MB is number 1. Quarter 2 and just under 2.5 minutes gone by. Davis with a screen on MP. Oh, Davis absorbing the contact.
Yeah, the added muscle Davis has put on, helping him on these tough finishes, flexing on him there.
Nowitzki finds Kispert on the wing Johnson. And here's MP for 3. And the rebound goes to the Mavericks. Mavericks trail by 7. Here's Marshall. Rebound, Washington. Kispert's got 4 rebounds in this game. Down low. And MP throws it down hard.
Oh, my goodness. MP stealing the show.
The Mavericks have gone 50% from the floor in the second quarter, 3 of 6. To the middle. Davis down low. Defended by Kispert. And Davis can't get it to go. Washington leading now by 9. Chance there to push it to double digits, but it's off the mark. To the inside. It's stolen by Harris. Oh, and a fast break for the Wizards. It's picked off. One-on-one fast break. Here's Peeler. Defended by Kispert. There's the screen. Marshall inside the three-point line. It doesn't go for him.
Wow, this defense is blanking him down the stretch, and that's certainly hurting his team's chances.
Kispert kicks to Johnson. And here's MP for 3. It's good from long range. Nowitzki's got the lead up to 12 now for the Wizards. Dallas has gone 0-2 from deep here in the second. Here's Peeler. Still yet to score. He was all alone on that one.
The real. Come at us, and we're coming right back at you.
And you would expect nothing less from these two, taking pride and making plays.
And Brian Keefe wants a timeout. Coach is going to talk some things over with the team. Might be seeing something to adjust. Kevin Durant's checked in for Washington. And the Mavericks will go for a different look here. Wizards leading by 9. And now let's send it over to our courtside reporter, Allie LaForce.
Well, MP in the last matchup against the Cavaliers just played phenomenal. He dropped an amazing number of points, and he made a significant contribution from beyond the arc, as usual. Such an impressive effort. The team relied on him, and he delivered.
Great stuff, Allie. In stretches, he was absolutely dominant. Greg, he'd love to match that performance tonight.
This team needs his contributions. When he's right, he makes winning plays time and time again.
Well, when you're coming off a game like he had, you know the difference tonight. They're going to load up against him. They're going to try to take him out of his rhythm early.
Pass to Flag. Here's the three. Trains it from beyond the arc. Flag's got 13 points.
Boy, despite his efficiency, they just can't get over the hump.
MP converting the tough bucket.
It just seems like the more he touches it, the more the lead grows.
Johnson outside. Right wing. Outside, Davis. Here's Flag. His three-pointers off the mark.
Just a solid performance on the interior. The rebounding has been off the charts.
Pass to Durant. MP dishes to Johnson. Nowitzki bounce pass. Fires the three. And there's Johnson. That's good on the assist by Nowitzki. Johnson's got his second basket of the night. Now here's Hardy. And Davis now top of the key. Pass to Hardy. 6 to shoot. And finished off by Lively.
Lively sense of timing for where that shot is coming off is so good, folks.
KD on the wing. Back to MP. Wizards passing it around. Back to Carrington. Good, and it's MP picking up the assist. Nowitzki's got 3 assists now in this one. And so now a timeout called by Jason Kidd. He's going to take a minute here to get things straightened out. MP really making a difference here.
And he is absolutely dialed in from outside. They need to close out on him much quicker when he's lining up those threes.
For the Wizards, Sars checked in for Harris. Keyshawn George comes in for Johnson. And Lillard subbed in for Carlton Carrington. Brendan Boston's checked in for Dallas. On defense, the Wizards. 17-point lead, their biggest. George with the steal. MP with it, and it's Johnson picking him up. It's good. Nowitzki's got 41.
I'll tell you, the consistency of a good first quarter leads to an excellent second quarter. Riding the wave here.
Pass to Boston. Now Flag. From outside, off the mark.
Boy, still trying to get comfortable out there right now.
And George kicks to KD. Back to MP. And again, Washington with the triple.
And this is why you got to be all up in MP's airspace, even as the pass is coming his way.
And here's Hardy. Pass to Flag. Johnson outside. Shot clock at 5. Dallas needs to get off a shot. And it's Flag missing.
They have been board dominant in this game. That's definitely been a factor in cracking this huge lead.
Yep, that one goes.
Oh, he's been a man on a mission, and there's nothing that's slowing him down.
They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
And so now a timeout called by Jason Kidd. Coach needs a moment to talk things over. Here are this postseason's dead-eye shooters. These guys have knocked down a ton of shots from downtown. MP is number 1. Here's Harden. Over to the wing. We've got 1:18 left in the first half. 4 on the shot clock. Pass to Flag. Shot to stop the run. Happy to see that one go in for a second make in 5 attempts.
These kinds of defensive breakdowns drive coaches crazy.
Lillard, the pass to Nowitzki. To the right side. And Lillard kicks to MP. Inside. Jackson coming off the assist from KD. MP's got 48.
Strong work for him at the offensive end, helping them to maintain that lead.
Johnson finds Boston. Three-pointer, and again, Dallas with the 3.
Yeah, clearly a defensive lapse there. He is automatic from deep if you're going to leave him that wide open. Big-time mistake.
The 3 from MP. And another one. That gives him 51.
Making it look easy.
27 seconds left to play here in the half. Pass to Flag. Now Boston. He's got 5. Trying to come right back with the 3 of his own. It's no good. Nowitzki looking around. On the wing, George. For 3, Durant. And again, Washington with the triple.
And with the lead, I like the strategy here. Continue to get the ball to guys who can do something with it.
One thing we've learned in the NBA, the game is never over. So you've got to continue to score, continue to build your lead.
And so it's the Washington Wizards ahead by 26 points as we get ready for the break. And with as many three-pointers as they bring, it's easy to see why they're on the cusp of a blowout. We've got more in store for you right after this.
And we thank you for joining this postseason broadcast, and it's been an outstanding first half for the Washington Wizards.
They are just racking up the assists right now, playing for one another. Man, this is great.
Yeah, we'll see if they can keep up this mentality in the second half. If they do, they win.
Looking at the series breakdown for the Mavericks. They're right where they want to be in the series, but perhaps a bit of a letdown tonight in the first half, Jet.
No maybes, Ernie. Definitely a letdown. They got a little too comfortable.
And I'm curious to see how they respond in the second half. This is the finals. Can't give away games.
We shall see. That is more than enough of us. Let's send you back to the game. Kevin Harlan and crew with the second half.
And we're back with you as these two teams do battle in their quest for an NBA championship. You look at MP in this one, he's been everywhere.
And if he can keep shooting from deep like he did in the first half, he's going to be more than a handful.
What I love is they've continued to feed this guy, ride the hot hand until the defense does something about it.
Getting underway in the second half, here's the 5 for Jason Kidd. The 4 and 5, it's Davis and Lively. Hardy is out there with Johnson. And it's Flag in at the 3 spot.
Listen, he's carrying his own weight, there's no doubt. But it is very hard to win a basketball game by yourself.
And the shot goes in.
Not a lot of resistance on the inside, and they're taking full advantage.
Out to the wing. Here's Hardy. Misses the 3.
+8 in the rebound differential. One more reason why they're in control.
And finished off by Dirk Nowitzki.
What an incredible game so far for MP. He's showing no signs of slowing down.
Kicks it out to Johnson. They get it again. Lively. And finished off by Lively.
Impossible to stop the putback when he's got that kind of position.
Agreed, Greg. Let him get his hands on it inside and finish it off.
How about the activity level, the effort level? This team right now feeding off his energy.
And that one's good. Lillard.
Oh, he's hot coming out of the break. 3 up, 3 down.
Dallas has gone 1 of 3 from downtown since halftime. He lobs up the alley-oop pass, and it's Hardy with the jam.
And he pulls off the Houdini to make that catch and slam it through.
Stupendous alley-oop. MP right side. The basket good off the assist from Durant. Durant's got his 4th assist with that last one here tonight. Now here's Hardy. Defended by Nowitzki. And Dallas again with the bucket.
Man, you lay that pass out there just like a great quarterback. Let your teammate run to it.
For Washington, they've gone 4 for 4 from the field since the halftime break. Terrific start to the third quarter.
Wow, 5 straight buckets coming out of half. They are rolling.
The Mavericks shooting at 44%, pretty reasonable. Outside, Davis. Here's Hardy. Hits the three-point bomb. Hardy's got 13 points.
Simply crushing it right now. So much more accurate in the second half than he was in the first.
Nowitzki for 3. Knocks down the 3-ball.
MP didn't like that they conceded a 3. He was determined to get it right back.
To the left side wing. And it's flag missing.
Well, that's the opportunity they're looking for, just not the result, obviously.
MP dishes to George. He gets that one. George has got his 2nd bucket of the night.
Well, this is what you get when you run your offense through MP.
Hardy passes to Lively. Davis against George. Pass to Flag. A 3-pointer, no good. Now here's Nowitzki. He'll bring it up for Washington. Second half here. We're just over 3.5 minutes into it. That one goes. Count it.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
It's Flag, top of the key. Outside, Davis. Pass to Flag. It's in there. Davis with the assist. 19 points for Cooper Flag.
Now the D giving him a little bit of space beyond the 3-point line, and that's all the room he needs.
A little artistry in the painted area, converting against the sides.
Some guys just relish the challenge. Find a way, and he does.
To the paint, trying to find Davis. He's got it now. And it's slammed in by Davis.
And he'll get a head of steam when there's that much of a lane. You can't get in AD's way.
Washington's gone 2 of 2 from long range in the third quarter so far. Nowitzki. Outside for Durant. And the 3 off target.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
Johnson, the pass to Hardy. This one for 3. And Sarr pulls it down. Sarr's got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one.
Yeah, and they've shown effort and aggression in the paint, really right from the tip. Their rebounding edge right now, massive.
To the middle. It's tipped and stolen by Lillard. Knocked away. It's stolen by Davis. 4-on-3 break. And no good that time. Good work defensively by KD. Another one goes. Incredible.
And this game has his name written all over it.
Greg, he's been phenomenal in offensive onslaught. So for the Wizards, Harris is checked in for Alexander Sarr. Johnson comes in for George. And Carlton Carrington subbed in for Damian Lillard. Johnson with a screen on MP. Here's Hardy. Dallas no good that time either.
Oh, the defense very willing to live with that mid-range jumper.
Carrington finds MP. Connects again. 71 points and no end in sight.
Young fella is in the zone. The defense right now looks helpless.
Out left to the wing. Three-pointer. And the rebound goes to Nowitzki. Wizards shooting an absolutely astounding 80% from the field. Everything is full.
Yeah, they're rolling right now. That lead continues to grow.
And one of the things that's helped that is they're getting it done on both ends. Terrific focus on offense, and they're locked in defensively.
Johnson, the pass to Davis. Good work defensively by KD.
Nothing more important than protecting the rim, folks, and that's exactly what they get.
Second chance shot, and Harris lays it up and in. Harris has got 5.
They're scoring boatloads of buckets. It's raining buckets from inside.
Here's Flag. He's guarded by Johnson. Pass to Lively. The 3 from Davis. Washington with the rebound.
One made 3 formed for the game. Does he focus closer in? Let's see.
KD on the wing. Pocket 6. And Davis sends it back.
If you're near the hoop, you have to know where Davis is, or the Brown will make you pay.
I love the efficiency he's playing with tonight. Not scoring as much as usual, but he's been effective, and they're winning.
And it's Hardy with the jam.
Oh, how about using the rim to get some true hang time?
You know, he just wanted to make sure the landing was softer than the takeoff. Nowitzki for 3. And again, it's Washington with a 3.
The assist totals, Kevin, just continue to grow. They're way ahead in that category. Ball movement has been flawless.
Pass to Flag. The shot's good on the assist by Johnson. Johnson's got 3 assists in the game.
3 triples in the first half, 3 in the second. Boy, do they add up.
And the rejection by Lively. Johnson right side. A minute 20 left in the third quarter. Lively's shot is off. MP with it. Picked up by Davis. Nowitzki kicks to Durant. Back to Nowitzki. Nice ball movement by Washington. Johnson right side. Out of bounds. Dallas will take possession. Johnson, he's checked in for MP. And a new group getting ready for Dallas. Daniel Gafford's checked in for Derek Lively. Marshall comes in for Davis. Max Christie, he's checked in for Johnson. And Brent. Christie with it. They've got Carlton Carrington. Corey Kispert is out there with Johnson. Then it's Nowitzki. And it's Joseph in at the 5. That's the 5 on the floor for the Wizards. Nowitzki finds Johnson. The tray. Connect. Again from distance. Buries his 10th triple of the game.
Unbelievable.
Here's Christie. Pass to Boston. 6 on the shot clock. High post, Davis. Johnson with the rebound. Wizard shooting has been wild. 76%. That's just unbelievable.
You never want to foul Corey Kispert. This is just one of the pure shooters in the game.
For Washington, Corey Kispert taking 2 shots.
That's good from Kispert.
Boy, this team has to appreciate having a guy like Corey Kispert around. He's got positional size and, of course, an excellent shooter.
And Washington making a change here. Harris is checked in. Pass to Boston. For 3. Nailed from three-point land.
And the lack of effort to fight over the screen there makes that an easy shot.
You know, we see this all the time. You're basically, as a defender, hoping the man misses rather than putting in the work to get over screens.
Yeah, you hate to give up a foul on a three-point attempt.
And to look at how the offensive approach has been going here so far for Washington.
I think they put an emphasis on attacking the basket. And watching this, you can see why. They have just carved the defense up here with relative ease.
And you also have to love the way they've gotten out and run in transition. A ton of good chances tonight simply from being willing to run the floor.
Impeccable from the line since halftime.
And he sinks the second. It's good, and he's 100% from the line thus far. For Dallas, they've gone 2 of 3 from the field to get the fourth quarter started. Austin the pass to Davis, and it's Davis finishing it off.
Yeah, there is an art to working for the best shot available, and that right there is it.
Here's Carrington. Mavericks with the rebound. Davis has got rebound number 5 here tonight. Over in the corner, Marshall. Another 3 for Dallas.
Well, this offense certainly thrives when he's knocking those down.
Washington shooting has been sensational. 75% for the game. Harris a screen on Christie. MP kicks to Johnson. Back to Nowitzki. Here's Carrington. Kept alive. Kicks it out to MP. Pass to Carrington. Nowitzki for 3. Sinks the three-pointer.
All night. He just won't let up.
Just over 2.5 minutes played now here in the final quarter of regulation. Gafford finds Boston. Driving in. Here's Gafford. And Dallas again with the bucket.
Well, Daniel Gafford is accustomed to having bodies around him. That's tight coverage. He makes easy work of it.
Nowitzki against Christie. And stolen by Christie. Down low. Here's Gafford. Good work there as it goes.
Boy, there was some contact there, but Gafford able to use his size to finish.
Pass to Kispert. Back to MP. On the wing, Johnson. Nice ball movement by Washington. MP's shot is good.
The man has no heart, and that's poor defense for a team that has a long way to catch up.
Well, credit the offense, though. If you're going to come with casual defensive effort, this team's responsibility is to take advantage, and they do.
Here's Boston. Defended by Carrington. Over in the corner, Christie. And right away, they match it with a three-pointer of their own.
And guys getting into a nice groove here, starting to feel it.
And this is partly what the game has become, right? A matter of dueling three-point opportunities.
Nowitzki. And again.
90. A legendary performance.
We'll be talking about this one, Greg, for a long, long time. Pass to Christie. Back to Marshall. Here's Boston. A three-pointer off the mark.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the three. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession.
Now, here's Kispert. Johnson in the corner. Good, and the assist goes to MP. MP's got 5 assists tonight.
That's the kind of D that you're not going to find success with, guys. They've got to get a hand in the face.
Austin, no good. The Wizards have gone 5 of 7 from the field since the beginning of the fourth. Strong work at that end of the floor.
Oh, man, I love to see that. MP elevating.
Dallas has gone 3 of 5 from beyond the arc since the final quarter's gotten underway. Pass to Davis. Over Kispert. And he didn't get quite enough under that one. Washington has gone to three-point range for 12 of their points in the final quarter on 4 of 5 shooting. Carrington finds Kispert. Takes the three. Good! Another from 3. He's really sniping them from outside.
Locked in, feeling confident in that three-point shot.
Christie the pass to Gafford. Now Boston. Over MP. And that one's good. Boston. Boston's got 9 points now in just the second half. Pass to MP. Yet another bucket.
And he's been dominant here thus far.
Shouldering the offense, GA really taking it to the opposition. Here's Boston. Defended by Carrington. Christie can't make it. The Wizards have gone 8 of 10 from the field here in the fourth quarter. Really getting it done.
MP might be young, but looking like a veteran with that read and setup.
Here's Boston. Pass to Marshall. There's the pick. Puts up a 3. Rebound, Washington. Kispert's got 6 rebounds in the game.
Boy, he just doesn't have it here tonight, and it's had a ripple effect on this team.
And they've had assists now in their last 3 baskets.
Nowitzki against Christie. And the layup's good off the glass.
Boy, in the lane, making things happen. Nice effort.
Wizards shooting the lights out in this one, 77%. Here's Boston. Slammed home, and he draws the foul. A chance for another point at the free throw line. One on Kispert.
Well, if you don't take care of the ball, fellas, that's what can happen.
Absolutely, Greg. That makes the turnover even more painful.
At the end of the day, though, it's 2 points. Don't hang your heads. Let's get refocused and play with more patience.
Catching up on the changes for Dallas. Derek Lively, he's checked in for Daniel Gafford. Flag comes in for Marshall. And it's Hardy in for Christie. Dallas making a switch here. Johnson's checked in.
Davis, shooting 1.
And one of the best big men in the game, Davis, continuing to prove how dominant he is.
Nowitzki outside. From outside the arc. And again for 3. You can tell he is feeling it.
Kevin, he's on fire.
Dallas has gone beyond the arc 7 times here in the fourth and been successful 3 times. Here's the screen. Johnson, that's for 2. Dallas, no good that time either.
And I'm not sure that is a shot that he should be taking.
Well, it's hard to imagine that the play was designed to go in that direction. Boy, I'd be surprised if we see that again.
Flying high and throwing it down with the one hand.
Woo, one of his favorite moves right there, guys. Here's Flag. Off target from 3-point range. Now here's Nowitzki. He'll bring it up for the Wizards.
And guys, you can go ahead and put game 1 in the record books. Exactly how they wanted to kick off this series against a tremendous opponent. Big win for Washington.
You don't see this kind of a blowout often, but tonight this is a quality win across the board to deliver out this kind of punishment.
They definitely never changed the approach. They just kept after it and showed they were clearly the better team in just about every single category.
They're certainly starting the finals off on the right foot, and this will be a comfortable win for them in Game 1.
Yeah, this was a statement game, and what a time to make it. I'm sure it's going to get tougher for this group, but they won't be able to just run away with the championship. But tonight, they clearly established themselves as the stronger team early in this series.
And we watched one guy all night long, guys, and looking at the stats just confirms what a dominant game he had. What a night tonight it was for MP.
Every time he shot it, it seemed like it was going to drop in. And if it didn't, everyone was surprised.
Joseph, he's checked in for Washington. Free throw good, MP. There's 38 seconds left in the fourth. Hardy passes to Lively. To the paint. Rejected by Nowitzki.
Boy, we talk about rim protection. MP says no, sir.
Pass to Abaji. Floats it up for MP. Stolen by Lively. Here's Johnson. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
Second personal foul.
It's going to be on MP.
Team foul. Shooting for Dallas, Keon Johnson at the line for 2.
The first one falls. And both free throws good for Johnson. MP outside. Lets it go from deep, and it falls.
And obviously his momentum from the last game has carried over here tonight.
And I think that's the one thing every player is searching for, consistency. They're giving this guy a chance to carry the offense once again.
And so it's Washington easily grabbing this one. A pretty good feeling right now for them to be out in front like this in the series.
You know, Kevin, momentum so critical. And you know they'll want to ride this wave into Game 2.
Now let's go to Jennifer Quintana.
Here with MP after the win. And
we knew coming in we had to match their energy. But we're trying to get the message out about us too. We're not the team your offense gets right against. Keep testing us and you're going to fail. We got it like that.
well done tonight, MP. Thank you so much. Kevin, back to you.
As always, we appreciate it, Jen. Thanks. So that's a wrap for the first game of the NBA Finals. So for Doris Burke, Greg Anthony, and Allie LaForce, I'm Kevin Harlan saying thanks for joining us. We'll see you next time.
Good. I was happy.
The National Basketball Association and your Washington Wizards are committed to a safe and enjoyable sports experience. We therefore ask you to refrain from any disruptive behavior, such as fighting, throwing objects, attempting to enter the court or interrupt play, or using improper language or gestures. Spectators engaging in such behavior are subject to ejection and possible arrest. Please report any violations of these rules to the nearest usher, security guard, or arena staff member. If you still want to be a part of any Wizards upcoming home game, then please visit us online or through the booth for available tickets. Our next home game is from Denver tonight. Arrive early. The first 15,000 fans in attendance get a red Wizards home sticker. Don't miss that. Join us next month for T-Wiz U T-shirt night. All kids in the arena get a shirt from their favorite mascot. You can check out our website for all future giveaways and promos.
This is the NBA Finals, Game 2. The Washington Wizards come in off a critical Game 1 win and are now poised and prepared as they attempt to take a 2-0 lead against the Mavericks. The NBA postseason coming up next.
We are on the biggest stage in professional basketball, the NBA Finals. We're set for Game 2 on 2K Sports. Tonight could give us a picture of where this series is headed. I'm Brian Anderson, courtside, along with Grant Hill and Tim Legler. Allie LaForce will be joining us in just a moment. And now, Dallas' starting group. Davis and Lively, the lengthy combo inside. Brandon Boston is out there with Hardy, and it's Flagg in at the 3 slot. And for the Wizards, we've got Sarr, Damian Lillard out there with MP. Then there's Tobias Harris, and it's Durant in at the 3. So Dallas will get the first possession. If you look at the Mavericks, and they drop Game 1 of the Finals. How important is it for them to even this series now?
Yeah, it's big. If they can get this to 1-1 going back home, I like their chances. So a win tonight is huge if they want to lift that Larry O'Brien trophy.
Yeah, so many times we will see shooters of any caliber miss that wide open 3.
MP shot is off.
Yeah, he's got to be mad at himself for missing that one, especially considering the defense didn't really affect him.
Hits a 3-pointer.
And that's what they want to do. Get him open looks early.
Time now to hear from our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Earlier, I spoke with Brian Keith. He spoke about their defensive schemes tonight, especially in relation to Anthony Davis. He said it's essential that we limit his impact. We have to stay strong inside and not allow Davis to intimidate us no matter what. Strong words from Coach. We'll see if his guys can make it happen. Guys, back to you.
Appreciate the report, Allie.
Davis makes things simple for his teammates. Just lob it up, and he will take care of the rest.
MP outside. Pass to Sarr. Here's Harris. From deep, MP. Rebound, Anthony Davis. And we're about a minute and a half into the first quarter. And that one's good. Flag.
The defensive effort was lacking a bit, but hey, give them credit for finding a weakness there.
Well, with that kind of success, I imagine they'll continue to be aggressive inside.
Now here's Durant. Here's MP. Oh, nice finish from the low block. That one's good. MP's got 5. The amount of players that you could make an argument for having a better career than MP can be counted on one hand. He is on the fringe from being in the conversation for the GOAT.
Yeah, any ring or MVP he gets from here on out might be enough to push him into that elite group. Even if that doesn't happen, though, MP is undeniably one of the best to ever do it. What a career he's had.
Here's MP after the basket by Dallas. Lillard right side. Washington moving the ball around. Shoots from 12. And off the front iron, and it goes.
You got to push Durant farther away than this, or he will make you pay.
Pass the Flagg. Davis with a screen on Durant. Here's Flagg outside. Fires in the triple. Flag's gotten his second bucket.
Starting to find his rhythm. He's cooking, and he knows it.
And now they are just going to keep riding that momentum with the hot hand.
Now here's Harris. From deep, MP drains the triple.
And continues to make plays offensively, having a very efficient quarter.
Pass to Flag. This one for three. Now here's Boston. And the layup is good off the glass. Boston's got his second bucket of the night.
They found some room there along the baseline. Space at the rim, goes right up and puts it in without resistance.
First quarter of action, just under 3.5 minutes played. He buries it from three. 11 points for MP. And MP again claiming all NBA accolades. That's the third time for him. Quite the resume he's putting together.
Yeah, clearly MP isn't the type of player to stop working hard once he's reached the top. He's put in the hours, and it's difficult to find a player who is as dedicated to improving their game as MP is.
He is totally locked in offensively and doing everything he can to bring his team back.
Here's Hardy. No made baskets yet. Here's Flag outside. And the Mavericks, another three.
Well, he has been pretty much unstoppable this quarter, and his team is thriving as a result.
Nowitzki, pass to Durant. From behind the arc. And MP gets it to go on the assist from Durant. MP's got 16 points. Here's Hardy. Pass to Lively. Clock at 6. Outside for Davis. And the Mavericks, another three.
Well, he is selective when he shoots it, but AD will stretch it out there.
Here's Durant. MP left side. Harris on the wing. Pass to Durant. And here's MP from outside. And that comes off the assist by Durant. Durant's got his fourth assist with that last one.
He's 7 out of 9 from the field to start off. Great output.
The Mavericks leading. Boston outside. Here's Hardy. Here's Flag. 11 points in the game. Lets it go from deep. Sarr pulls it in.
Given his range, you'd expect him to capitalize on that opening.
Here's Nowitzki. And it's all tied up. Nowitzki's got 21 points in the game.
8 for 10 out of the gate. He couldn't ask for a much better start.
Pass to Flag. Davis down low. Pounded by Harris. Davis misses. And here's MP. He'll bring it up for the Washington Wizards. And they've had a remarkable postseason record so far. Only one loss.
And this group knows how to bounce back. They have a winning attitude, utmost confidence in their ability to figure out defenses, and find creative ways to score. Very well coached, and even the younger players on this team have a sense of maturity that's uncommon.
Here's Flag, following the three-pointer by Washington. Pass to Hardy. They need this. It's rebounded by Washington. And here's MP from outside. And again, it's Washington with a three.
And he is just piling up the numbers here. MP seems to improve every time we see him. Such an impressive talent.
So Jason Kidd's decided to call timeout here. Coach probably just checking to make sure everybody's on the same page here. Washington, Johnson comes in for Durant, and it's Carrington in for Damian Lillard. Dallas also making some changes. Christie's checked in for Boston, and it's Johnson in for Hardy. Davis against Harris. Fires the three. The shot won't fall. Wizards leading by 6. They are looking really strong offensively.
Yeah, just terrific momentum. Let's see if they can keep it up. This small advantage is starting to snowball.
And one thing about this league we know, momentum can change in an instant.
Now here's Lively. No points so far. Pass to Davis. Here's Flag. They get back on track. Offensive board.
And he almost made them regret defending him so loosely.
Here's Nowitzki. And the officials whistle a foul on the shot. The bucket is good, and he'll go to the line.
You can't help but look toward their defense. They're totally lost.
And a chance for just a second to check out the scoring breakdown for the Wizards.
Well, hey, guys, I mean, can we talk about how unselfish they've been? Just racking up the assist numbers, moving it around with great precision.
And what about the collective effort so far from distance? Their shooters have been on point there.
The Wizards making a switch here. George is checked in.
You know, so far, I'm pretty impressed with MP's attitude. He doesn't seem like a young hothead. He knows he's got a lot of work to do on his game.
A moment to hear from Allie LaForce.
Well, MP in the last matchup against the Mavericks was tremendous. He dropped an amazing number of points, and as we've come to expect, he contributed from the three-point line as well. And really, it's a game that will stand out when you look at his career, considering how absurd some of those numbers are. Guys?
Good stuff, Allie. It really was some night for him. He couldn't have been much better, Grant.
Yeah, B.A., there was nothing they could do to contain him. Once he got rolling, it was game on.
Well, he did whatever he wanted. I love the fact that he was under control, yet very aggressive.
So Jason Kidd's decided to call timeout here. He's going to take a minute to regroup with his players. So for Washington, Kispert's checked in for Sarr, and it's Johnson in for MP. Making a switch here. MP's checked in. Gafford passes to Marshall. Outside Johnson. Outside Davis. 54 seconds left in the first quarter of the game. Now MP. Give him 30. Down low. And he drops in the layup off the glass. MP's got 32 points.
And that is killer instinct, just continuing to pile it on.
Johnson a screen on Johnson. To the paint. Here's Davis. His fourth make in 5 tries. Solid start for him.
If Davis gets the ball there, forget about it. It's 2.
Christie against MP. 15 seconds left to play in the first quarter. From deep. And the three-pointer goes. MP's got 35 in the game.
He's always ready to take the shot. MP got it away quick.
Davis from long range. Oh, no good on the last second attempt there. And so it's the Washington Wizards up 15 points as this quarter concludes. They put in work down low, getting in close and scoring in bunches. And more NBA action on 2K Sports coming your way right after this. And let's get you back to the action as Game 2 is getting underway. Quite a position here for the Wizards to be in. What do you think, guys?
Oh, what a first quarter. You love their willingness to make the extra pass.
It's reflected in their assist totals. This is a great start offensively.
On the court for Dallas here in the second. Najee Marshall is out there with Caleb Martin. Then there's Max Christie. Then there's Johnson. And it's Gafford in at the 5, roaming the paint.
Nice rebound. Trying to match the other team's intensity right now.
Kispert outside. Washington moving the ball around. Johnson for 3. And it's Martin with the rebound. Mavericks trail by 18. To the inside. And the dunk by Gafford.
You know, he's smaller for the center position by NBA standards, but his leaping ability more than makes up for his lack of height.
Here's George. Drops in the layup for 2. George has got his first points of the night.
That's been typical of their performance today. They're sharing the ball and creating good shots.
And so it's Johnson with it. He brings it up for the Mavericks. Martin up top. Pass to Marshall. Just 5 on the clock. Here's Christie. Got it. Good job in the low post. Christie's got his first 2 points. Washington leading by 16. Here's Nowitzki into the lane. Count it.
And he has led the attack for them the entire game, and now he's trying to get them to the finish line.